Okay. Okay. Welcome to our Become a Coach live call. Thank you guys for taking time out of your Memorial Day to hop on here and to learn about this opportunity. Whether you've been in a challenge group with us before, whether you are completely new to this idea of online health and fitness coaching and you are just interested in learning how to become a health influencer and online coach and support people on their journey. Maybe you just want extra accountability for your own journey. Maybe you've even been signed up as a coach for the discount. Like, we are excited to have you here and to share about this opportunity that has changed our lives and that we are very, very passionate about continuing to pay forward. Because I know my life looks so different than it did before I started 7 years ago. I've been a coach 6.5 years. And so we are very excited to kick this off with you guys. And like I think Amber said probably already, feel free to ask questions and we're going to go over these slides and just share why we love coaching. We're going to get into the nitty gritty details about what we do, bust some misconceptions, and yeah. So kick it off with the first slide. Oh, hey, that's myself. Okay, so my name is Caitlin Davies. I also go by Kate. I started coaching at the end of 2013. I am the founder of Team Live and Love. And before I found coaching, I was 21 years old, a front of the house manager at a gluten-free bakery. And then when I left that job, I became a barista. I was a slave to my alarm clock and time clock. I remember I would work whenever, like I was always the person, every job I had, that had like an open schedule. So like if they needed somebody, I would wake up at the crack of dawn. I would like be there, whatever, to take those extra hours. I was the girl who literally quit everything they started, so much so that when I started Beachbody as even a challenger, my entire family told me, like, why are you even trying? Because you're just going to quit. And I was very thankful that my coach believed in me before I believed in myself, because I didn't have that belief other places. I never had the opportunity to travel. I was very stuck and frustrated in my day-to-day life. I was working for what I call Bosszilla. If you've had one, you know, just somebody who's just not the greatest person to work for, and you feel really frustrated going to work for somebody who isn't a great person. But I also grew up in an alcoholic household, watching my parents get evicted from our house, and struggling with that and watching them struggle with addiction. And I knew at a very young age what I didn't want out of life. And I never went to college. I barely graduated high school. And so when I found this opportunity, I saw a way to be my own boss and stay accountable to my fitness and travel the world and just really build my dream life. And I didn't have to look at what I thought had to be like success. You know, you have to work a 9 to 5, you have to go to college, you have to have this, and this. And the cool thing was that never really appealed to me. And so when I found this opportunity, I found something different. And I was like, if this girl can do this, my coach, who was actually a recovering alcoholic, and she had also struggled with similar things and didn't graduate from college and like all these things, I was like, if she can do this, I can do this too. So after I found coaching, I found my passion and vision for my life. I actually knew where I was going. I lost 20 pounds, and really, I've never quit on my fitness journey. I've had ups and downs, I've hit plateaus, but I've never given up. And right now I am 9 months postpartum. I think this is my 8-month postpartum transformation on this slide for you guys. But it's really cool because Beachbody has served me in every single chapter of my life. And I can easily say if it weren't for coaching, I wouldn't have these tools. I get asked all the time what keeps me accountable and what keeps me pushing and how I continue to see results. And it's really these programs and being a part of this company and this community and it being my job. And again, I was never fit. I was the girl who yo-yo dieted. I was the girl who tried fad diets. I was like not into fitness, didn't have an athletic body type, was somebody who really struggled with my self-image. And so it's really cool that coaching has really helped me, you know, change that 100%. So now I work from home. I fired my boss 10 months into coaching and became a full-time coach. at 22 years old, and now I'm a single mom supporting myself and my son Rowan, who's currently napping, and I'm able to work from home, and we are able to travel, and I've gone on all these trips because of Beachbody. And yeah, so it's crazy the amount of change that has happened, and I'm just really excited to see where you guys are starting, and even more about, like, no matter where you're starting, that doesn't dictate where you're going, and I'm excited to see where you guys go with this. So I will kick it off to Amber.
Okay, hi guys. So Kate is my coach. So I found her on Instagram. Like I think a lot of us find each other these days. Loea, who's on this call, is one of my personally sponsored coaches, and she just happens to be a real life friend that I've known for like 20 years. But a lot of people that you end up helping are going to be just strangers, which I know sounds insane, but believe me, it ends up happening when you are really excited about your own success and you're willing to share that. So I found Kate on Instagram. I was not looking to be a health coach. I was a full-time hairstylist. I was 34 years old, and I had a 5-year-old son that I was co-parenting. So I was super busy. I was very booked at the salon, like 40 hours or more, maybe 50, on my feet all day long. And I definitely, I was overweight. I was very lethargic. I was sick all the time. I had a lot of like chronic, like health issues that I had just thought were just part of being a busy, 30-year-old in their 30s woman. And I found Kate on Instagram, and I was engaged to be married at this time. And I literally just wanted to lose 20 pounds, but I wanted to do it in a healthy way. And I had yo-yo dieted. I had tried different things in the past. I had done anything to avoid exercise because I hated it. So I would just try to like manipulate my calories and just do all these things. So it was always like this means to an end. Like if I do this, then I'll lose some weight, and then I can like be done with that, instead of it just being like a lifestyle. And so Kate had posted something on Instagram that just really spoke to me that day. It was a before and after, but it was about like sustainable, healthy changes. And so I was engaged to be married. I wanted to just lose 20 pounds. I was like, fine, sign me up. At that moment, I couldn't sign up fast enough. I was just like, let's just do this. I want to do this. And I think it was maybe like 2 weeks in, and I was like forever changed, because what we offer, we'll go more into this, but it's not like super crazy. It's just exercise, eating healthy, but mindset and nutrition, which like a lot of nutrition help, and support and community. Like that stuff was like the magic storm I needed to actually stick with something long enough to see results and realize that the stories I'd been telling myself my whole life about how I hated exercise were just stories that I told myself, and that I could be someone that liked to be active, and I could be someone that wanted to make healthy choices for myself and for my son. So I lost like over 30 pounds, over 30 inches, because that one challenge turned into another challenge, another challenge, another challenge. And I got married, looked great for my wedding, and got divorced because life happens. And I decided to become a coach like 2.5 weeks in, because I felt so good about what I was doing. And again, I wasn't looking to build a business, but I wanted the discount and I wanted the accountability. But what happened is, because I was so passionate about what I was doing and still working full time, I was able to, just through social media, sharing my story and talking about it with my real life friends and family, not selling them, just talking about what was working for me. I was a walking billboard of what was working. It was really fun for me to get people also enrolled in what we were doing. And so I was able to replace this as my full-time job 3 years in, which was not the original goal. But because, like I said, everything had changed for myself, like my mindset, and through those ups and downs of life, through the divorce, through all the things, I now have another child. And so like through all the ups and downs, coaching has kept me like accountable. And I just feel like what's the biggest change through the ups and downs with my weight, that's been great. Like that I've been able to keep the weight off, and now I'm on the postpartum journey of like trying to get to where I was a couple years ago. I still enjoy the process. Like I still enjoy the community, the workouts, nutrition, all that stuff. And I just feel like it's such a great gift that we have to offer people. And there's something for everybody. So yeah, that's my story.
I really want to also add too, because when we had a call, we didn't have these groups back then. We didn't have these calls like Become a Coach calls. So when I got on the phone with her to talk to her about coaching, because she just started sharing authentically and she's getting awesome results. And I was like, I think you'd be really good at this. And she said, I never want to do it full time. I'm not interested in that. But also, as soon as this gets sketchy, I'm out. I like to throw that out there because that was 5.5 years ago. We have gone on countless number of all expenses paid trips together. We have done all of these things together. She is one of my dear friends and business partners, and it never got sketchy, guys. But I like to say,
yeah, no, it's true, because I think people think, well, if I'm going to become a health coach, I have to totally change everything about what I'm sharing, and I can't be me anymore, and I have to be this like robot. And I was very much like, I'm going to be me. Like, okay, first of all, I want to make sure that I'm not like forced to sell anything. So I made it like, I wanted to make sure that there was no like sales quotas. And we're going to talk more. If you want this to be an income, then you're going to have benchmarks of things that you should be aiming for to build a business. But, right off the bat, I wanted to make sure that I could be myself, that I could do what felt like organic and natural to me. And that's just, in my opinion, helped me see a lot of success. Because while I do love health and fitness, I also love fashion and makeup and, doing parent stuff and, whatever. Like, I just make sure. So I always I think that's a big thing on our team, is like the culture is be yourself. And yeah.
okay. So the next slide. So now you know who we are. Now, if coaching is for you, this is how we figure this out. If you are passionate about health and fitness and you want to work on yourself and you want to get in great shape and have fun while doing it, I really want to add with this part too. When I started, I didn't have a transformation with Beachbody. I'd actually been in a challenge group with my coach, but I was the girl who quit everything. I was like half-assing it. I worked at a bakery. I wasn't strict on my meal plan by any means. Again, I worked at a bakery filled with like cinnamon rolls and cupcakes every day. So I didn't have a transformation going into it, but I knew that with the accountability of coaching, like it would be my business and I needed to take it seriously. So if you are just getting started on your health and fitness journey, that is great too. You don't have to have a six-pack to start, but you have to be willing to commit to these programs, commit to the meal plans, and to making results, because your results become your business. They become not only, they're literally like what we call the vital behaviors and be proof the product works. But it's also, one, it builds the belief in yourself, but it also builds belief for other people as well. And it's really fun because, again, you get to get in great shape, you get to work on your overall health, and Beachbody has all the amazing tools already laid out for you. It's very plug and play, but you have to be willing to commit to it and get those results. So if you have the heart of an entrepreneur and you want to have more fun and be able to be creative with your work, you want to be your own boss and you want to create an additional income, and that's something purely your own. Again, I really want to add, you have to be willing to work for yourself. The cool thing about this business is like you are your own CEO when you join. But Amber and I and whoever you join with, like if you join our team, we are your support. We are your mentors, but we cannot build this business for you. You have to be willing to show up and do the work, and it does take work. It's really fun work. Some of it though can be very tedious. It is about showing up every day, and like just like any other job, there's a lot of work involved in it. But again, what you can build with this is incredible, and it's 100% worth it to me. So if you love to speak your voice, inspire others, and share your experiences that have made you an expert in your own life, what I love about this is that it becomes your job to share your story and use your struggles to inspire others. I always like to say your mess becomes your message. And as somebody who had a lot of mess growing up and a lot of struggles, it is very empowering now to take things that I used to be embarrassed about or thought made me less of a person, and now I get to share those things and speak belief into other women and help empower them to do that. And it's really cool because you get to become a leader in your own life, and you really just get to help other people with that. And the cool thing about this is your story is uniquely you, but somebody can relate to that. You can help somebody get started by that story. So if you love helping others see their full potential, like I said, when I got started, nobody believed in me. Everybody assumed I would quit. This is the longest I've ever had any job, mind you. I had jobs for like a year, 2 years, whatever. But like, this is the longest job I've ever had, 6.5 going on 7 years right now. And the really cool part about this business, like I said, is your job as a coach is to breathe belief into others before they believe in themselves. And so we believe in you. We are breathing that belief into you right now. We know you are capable of it if you're willing to do the work and run with it. And it's so cool and so fun is that you get to empower other women to do the same. And by doing that, if you want incentive reward options, opportunity to earn travel and work with like-minded, motivated women who, again, just want to empower other people, the trips are really fun. Amber and I have gone on so many, at this point, all expenses paid vacation. I got to take her on a leader retreat a few years back to Puerto Rico. That was really cool that she earned, that my coach gifted me and I got to pay that forward to her. So that's definitely fun. We also have a bunch of like prizes that we get every month just for doing our job. And again, we just get to work on ourselves and work with really badass women. It's so fun because my best friends now are through coaching and they're all over the United States and Canada and even the UK, and we're expanding to France this week. So it's really cool to think about like who you get to work with, and it's very like-minded. When I worked at other jobs, I had people who I'm like, I don't like to work with them. The cool thing is you get to work with your friends. You get to work with similar people who are like-minded. They're not there to like bitch and complain. They want to get to work and help other people and work towards similar goals. This is for you if you want to have a plug and play health and influencer business model that has little overhead and can bring you into profit literally the same day you open it. So this is really cool part of what we do, because most businesses go under in the first year because of the overhead, hundreds of thousands of dollars in overhead. That's not what this business is about. It literally can cost you as little as like $140 to get started with the challenge pack. We'll talk more about that, but you can help 3 people and earn back your investment same day, same week. Like, it's very plug and play and all the tools are laid out for you. Honestly, I feel like we almost have too much training for you guys, but there's no reason why you can't be successful if you plug into it. So now I'll kick it back to Amber.
Okay, so we were talking about the plug and play, the business. So the nice thing is you don't have to go back to school for this. You don't have to be a personal trainer. You don't have to be a nutritionist. Like I have, because of my love of health and fitness through Beachbody, on my own, I have decided for fun, because I'm a nerd, to put myself through a health certification nutrition course. But you don't need to do that stuff because Beachbody has paid professional trainers to put together these workout programs for us. So they're basically streamable and they're good to go. So we just get to like add people into that. They have the best non-toxic supplements, everything from simple things like our pre-workout, which I love that everything is more holistic and natural. So if you look at a lot of pre-workouts, for instance, they'll say on them, like I won't name any names, but they are full of like weird additives and chemicals, and they'll literally say on it not to exceed like 8 to 12 weeks. Our pre-workout you can have anytime, forever. So, like just little things like that, because I think a lot of supplements out there, a lot of stuff in the fitness world is very high processed chemicals and weird stuff. So I really, really enjoy our what we have to offer as far as it being like more natural. So there's dietitians that have created the meal plans. You're literally plugging people into stuff. So like, even if you were like, I'm a brand new coach and I'm plugging people in, and if you're like, but I don't know all the answers, it's okay, because you literally are like, cool, we have the same access to the same information here. When I was a brand new coach, I literally only had 2 weeks behind me for experience. So I could only talk about where I was at with my nutrition plan. If somebody was like, I have a question, I would be like, cool, I'm not sure, but let me get back to you. And I would find the answer and I'd help them. So it's all there for us. And we are basically just the middleman. Like we are doing the same programs, maybe not the exact same workout program, but we're still all doing the same programs and nutrition. And so I love that you don't have to have all the answers. Everything is there for you. And you definitely don't need to like memorize all of the programs or all of that stuff. Like this is to be plug and played. And I want to add that. So I mentioned that I was a coach I was basically full-time coaching while I was working full-time in the salon. I didn't have time to sit down and like review every single program and every single meal plan. I literally was just like, I'm doing 21 day fix. I'm doing 21 day fix and the meal plans with it. I'm going to plug people into this workout. And the nice thing is now you get access to all of the workouts. So when someone signs up, I think everyone on here might already have access. So you guys know that you get all of the workouts. So I haven't done every single workout. Like I don't think I'll ever even be able to get through them all because we keep releasing new programs I want to do, which is really cool. My point was that, you kind of just lead where you're at. And the nice thing is when people get access to all the programs, if you end up helping someone that does need a low impact program, like Loea's super pregnant right now, so she's modifying. If you get someone that's pregnant or recovering from injury, like you don't have to be trained like a personal trainer to know what to plug them into, but you have a whole support system of like, will help you figure out the right program for them. So the business setup is basically free. It's all there for you. We have a coach academy that we plug you guys into. It's self-paced because like I was saying, when I was full-time working in the salon and I didn't have like a ton of time to do training, I basically just was inviting to what we were doing and then doing training when I had time, when I got to the thing that I needed help with. So I think the self-paced is really nice because it'll match you where you need to go. If you decide that you want to build faster and make this, if you have like income goals, then you can blow through training faster. If you decide that you just want to get accountability and work through it on your own, that's fine too. So that's there for you guys to go through on your own. And we offer mentorship. Like we are here to work with you guys one-on-one. If that's something, we just want to match your goals. So when you sign up, we want you guys to see success in whatever it is that you want. Your goals can also change. Like when I first signed up, I wanted the accountability. I wanted the discount. I thought that the extra accountability would help me. But as I started enrolling people and getting a paycheck, Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success. Like all of our income is going to be related to like how hard we work. I have to say that because I want to make it clear that this is not a get rich quick thing. Like we only get compensated when our customers are happy, when they buy something, when we are compensated in that way. And so, but as I started getting like enrolling people and getting a paycheck, it became more fun. And then I wanted to help more people. And so your goals can change, So like when I told Kate, I didn't think I want to do this full time. 3 years later, I was quitting my job and going full time, which I would have never imagined when I first started. So we're just here to match you guys and support you to like follow our footsteps or, exceed us, really. Yeah. I'm just like blabbering. I'm like, there's a list here, but I'm just going to go off and say what I want.
The fun thing about this business too is that you get to do it however you want to do it. And we like to give you guys all the information, but and there's you guys have a lot of questions. We want to give all the facts, but also like sharing our personal stories. I feel like it's really relatable and probably helps you guys more. So let's talk about the additional coach benefits that you get as a coach on our team. You get paid for inspiring others and supporting them on their journey, which is a really fun part of what we do. Again, it's so fulfilling and so cool that you get to provide people with the same tools that you are plugging into and help them get results. You have heightened accountability for your own wellness and fitness journey. Again, very simple because it's your job. Your business is your body. Your business is your results. That doesn't mean you have to have any of that to start. You just have to be willing to commit to it. You have the opportunity to earn supplemental or first-time income and bonuses. You get access to incredible trainings, including trainings on how to build your social media market. If you have no social media and you're just starting, that's totally fine. When I started, I had 300 followers on Instagram. I didn't know anything about building a social media account, but when you join our team, we have the best of the best training on how to build a social media organically and also build your business while you're doing that. So and build your business and how to monetize your business with our resources, create a residual or passive income, that feeling of making an impact and a difference in the lives of others. We often wake up to messages from our clients thanking us for changing their lives. It's literally like the best feeling in the world to get that, because when somebody's able to fit into jeans that they were never able to, or for me, it's like hearing from another mom that they're able to run around with their kids. Like now as a mom myself, that always really inspires me to, or when somebody's able to, you know, get off high blood pressure medication because they really got amazing result. Like, you know, it's endless and it's really cool. And I really believe that this business saves lives and our like fitness, because more than half of the world is obese, unfortunately. Like the obesity epidemic is real. It's like its own pandemic, honestly. And this business changes lives, not only like physically, but working on your mental health with personal development and these workouts is huge. So I feel like there's just so much opportunity to change people's lives here. And you get, again, the opportunity to earn international and domestic travel for U+1. You can qualify to earn leadership trips, be a part of a collective of health advocates and entrepreneurs who not only focus on growth, but collaborate and share the best business practices. What I love most about this business, I worked at other jobs where I literally was in competition for people, for like raises, for promotions. Everybody can be successful. Honestly, Amber earns more money than me, and I recruited her. Like she's one of my coaches and she earns more than I do. And so like, you don't like, you can't, what am I trying to say here? Like your income and what you do with this directly up to you, but we're all here to empower and inspire other people. Like we're all here to help each other. We're all here to support each other. We want you to be more successful with us. Like that's like such a cool thing to see one of my coaches make more money than I do right now, because that means she's super successful and she's helping more people be successful. And that's the cool thing about this business, is that we want to help other people see success, and there's room at the top for literally everyone. Like there's no like cap at what you can do with this. And we really just want to focus on empowering other people. So that is a really cool part of what we do.
Also, I will add that the business can change in a month. So it could be next month that Kay will earn more than me, because we don't want to get into like everything right now, but basically we're going to talk about how you earn, and it's going to be, there's commissions from sales, but then there's also bonuses from like our team, how well our team is doing. So at this month, you know, I'm making more than Kate, but like next month she could have recruited a bunch of coaches that are going to contribute more volume, meaning more bonus. So it really can ebb and flow. We all start at the same place, and then basically there's no limit to what you can do with this, which I find very inspiring. I went into business for myself as a hairstylist, and although technically there's no cap if you keep raising your prices, physically I couldn't take on more clients to make more money. Like I was getting so physically burnt out from and taxing on my body, even when I was in super great shape, that I knew looking into my future, I can't freaking do 15 clients a day when I'm 50. Like I don't want to do that. So that was another reason why coaching was very desirable, because there's no limit. You can give yourself like a 50% raise in a year, when other businesses most likely can't afford to give you that type of raise. So you're really in control of your income, which I love. Also, I wanted to say, when we're talking about results, getting results and sharing results, and that being your body being your business, I want to really reiterate that this doesn't mean that you have to get a six-pack like Kate said. When I first started coaching, I'd lost 7 pounds. I was so excited. You couldn't really see it that much, like those first 3 weeks. Like you could, I think, like my clothes are fitting looser, but it was my whole like aura change, like my mindset. I had a different look on everything. And I think that is what like people were noticing. It wasn't like, damn girl, you lost so much weight. Of course, as months went on, yeah, I like my body changed a lot, but I want to reiterate the change that could happen on the on the inside. And we share the before and afters. A lot of times those are scroll stopping, but we also have a lot of coaches that didn't have a lot of weight to lose, but they gained strength, or they gained freedom over being a stay-at-home mom, or they had other things that they can talk about that will help them build teams and bring people onto them. So it's not all about weight loss. It's about finding, strength within and externally. Okay, so as far as the coach trainings, we're going to teach you how to launch your business. Kate didn't have a lot of followers when she first started. I only had like 400. My social media was like this. Don't post for a week, and then I post like a picture of my vodka drink. Then I don't post for a week, and then I post a picture of my son. Then I post a picture of these cute shoes. Then, there was like no rhyme or reason. Oh, and then here's some hair I did. Like, it was just all over the place. And then all of a sudden, I'm a health and fitness coach, but I was mindful. So I basically listened to trainings, and I was like, okay, I know I need to post. So I'm going to be mindful about posting about health and fitness, but also my lifestyle. I want to make sure there's nutrition in there. So basically we give you guidelines of like how to, Kate, where are you going with my slide? I'm not done. Okay. She's like, hurry up, stop talking. We're going to keep everyone here all day. Okay. But basically, my point is that there's trainings to help you with social media. You don't have to, no one is born knowing how to run social media or like how to be like this guru fitness inspirational person. Like, we train you on all this stuff. We help you kind of identify your avatar or your brand, which is really just you, because you're going to be speaking to the yous out there in the world. So I find that stuff really fun to learn about how to build social media and build organic connections with people. So we'll train you on all that. There is going to, just so there's no surprises, you are going to have to talk to people. You are going to have to invite people. You are going to hear no. So part of our job is also personal development. And it's not a reflection of you being not good at what you're doing if you hear a no. Out of all the conversations I have, a lot of them are just not ready at that moment. And so I always take it as a not right now. And that's a mindset thing. So we help you guys with that. We plug you into how to, work on yourself so you can lead with a high energy and you don't have to take it personally if someone says no to you, because we all hear that. And we offer weekly trainings. I think our team is very hands-on. We do a weekly call. We have team pages where we post all sorts of, stuff that we're doing. We have separate push like Facebook chats for people that are like really pushing. So we like check in every day with like what we're doing with our business. So lots of resources and things for you guys, and a lot of plug and play templates. So if you're brand new and you want to have like a welcome guide for your coaches, like we have something that you guys can just plug and play. So we offer a lot of stuff like that.
I really wasn't trying to hurt you. I'm just kidding. It was a glitch. It like made me think it wasn't recording. So I was making sure it was, and then I messed up, you guys. But what I do love about this is you don't have to reinvent the wheel. With this business, everything is already laid out for you. Again, you just plug and play. You don't have to know everything. You just have to be willing to start. Okay, how do we find our clients? So this is a fun part about what we do. I like it because I think it's like finding your friends. Like Amber said, you will hear no, you will hear not right now, you will get ghosted by people, but you do get to connect with amazing women, and you get to change your lives, and you get to offer this opportunity, which I think sometimes a lot of people come into this business scared to invite people. However, I like to think about it as I was invited by my coach like 7 or 8 times. I said no several times because my whole family was like, no, don't do it. You're just going to quit. No, don't do it. You're just going to quit. And I let the opinions of others like dictate what I did, which is really sad looking back. I want to like go give that Caitlin a hug and tell her she can do anything. But what I want to say with this is like, it's like a birthday party. I think about inviting people like a birthday party. Hold on, I don't know how long I'm going to get into this. I hear my baby waking up. But it's like if you were to have a birthday party and you were to just share about it on social media, but people wouldn't know that they were actually invited to your party. Like nobody would be like, I don't know if she's actually inviting me. So inviting is like sending them that invitation to your birthday party. Like, and they feel most of the time, 99% of the time, they feel very like grateful to be thought of, and you're inviting them to join you in an opportunity to change their life. So as a health influencer, you'll be sharing what you're doing, mostly on social media and through person-to-person invitation, community building, and events. Again, you get training on how to do that. Often our initial clients stem from those close friends, family members, coworkers, referrals, and people we already know from our communities. Like Amber said, you will be inviting them, you will be sharing, but it's really easy to do when you feel as good as you feel when you get started, and you just like that energy that you have, you share with other people. Oftentimes people ask what you're doing just because you feel so good, it like radiates off of you, like Amber was saying. As you take your first leadership advancement, you also get to qualify for LEADS, which is a program where individuals are provided for you that are already customers of Team Beachbody who haven't already had coach support them, which is really cool. Beachbody gives you free customers as you build your business, and they get to join you. They're either free or already paid leads, which is really cool. Ask yourself right now, how did you find your way to this call, and how do you know the person that invited you? So that oftentimes is the way that you will reach out and invite other people, is exactly how you were invited. Okay.
And I will add that sometimes, like, we are directly inviting people, that's going to be faster than just posting and hoping people come to you. But your social media is like your storefront. So like the more you are showing up on your social media and sharing what you're doing, the more people are going to trust you and know that they could come to you when they are ready. So then if you do send that invite, it's not like, what is she talking about? So it's like they go hand in hand. And over the years, I've had a lot of people that have watched me for a long time before deciding to join. And that's kind of my mindset. Like, I'm like, eventually they're all going to join because this is so amazing. That's like really how I feel. So I don't get hung up if somebody is like, oh, I can't do that right now. I'm like, okay. So, but I am very determined to share every day, because it also keeps me accountable. That you guys, like, I struggle too. Like, I was doing this 3-day cleanse last week or 2 weeks ago, and I remember like the last day I was like, maybe I just like won't finish it. And I was like, no, you have to finish it. People are waiting to hear see your results, not only your customers that are doing it with you, but your social media, and you want to after, so you can share and you can help people. So like that, these things go through my mind too. Like, we all struggle with follow through sometimes, but I believe that coaching can really just kind of shake you out of that and be like, no, this is your job. You got to do it. Okay. So we're going to talk about the 3 types of coaching. So the first one is loyalty coach. That's just a fancy way of saying a discount coach because there's no sales quotas, and anyone can do this for the discount. So you get 25% off of your Shakeology, Energize, anything that you want. Want to buy the 3-day cleanse, whatever, all that stuff is 25% off. But if at any point you decide to refer someone, you can receive 25% commission. Just to share with you guys right now, the challenge packs, we're going to talk about this. Most of the challenge packs are $140 to $160. There's actually a little bit higher than 25% commission. You're going to make anywhere from, usually it's like $50 to $70 commission off one person. So we talk about how you just, 3 people can pay for your investment, because if you're helping 3 people a month, it's literally paying for your own Shakeology plus some. So I just want to reiterate that, because I had a coach that signed up for the discount, and that's fine after a few months. And then she referred a friend and was like, oh my God, I got a $50 check. I thought I was going to get like $7 or something. And I was like, yeah, I know. Like, the commission that Beachbody gives us is so nice, because they're not paying any extra to have us as a coach. They're paying the same amount that we did for our challenge pack, but then just for like Beachbody thanking you, because they know, we didn't go into this, but like Beachbody did not start out as a multi-level marketing company. They started out as infomercials and home workout programs. But what they found, that back in the 90s, people were on these message boards because on their own accord, just helping each other out, like being like, oh, I just finished this workout, like cheering each other on. And Beachbody realized, wow, we have some lifers in here that are really helping each other get through this. And these message boards are like popping. So they decided to start incentivizing that. They realized that they could market all day long. They still do infomercials. That's great. But they realized that the true people that were seeing the best results were getting peer support, peer coaching. So that's when they were like, okay, let's incentivize these people and help them, because they are they're better salespeople than we are. And so I love that we get that kickback. And people have 30 days to return something if they don't want it. If that happens, you don't make a commission, which is fair, but you make the commission if they are happy with what they got. So at any time you can decide if you want to just stay a discount coach, but you end up helping some people and you change your mind. At any point you can decide to do more with it. The part-time coach, that's where a lot of us are at for the first, year or two or more. Like for me, it was 3 years. I think Kate, it took her a little bit long it didn't take her quite as long to go full time. So basically that just means you still work your job, but you also are like consciously trying to build a team and, make your money back, make some commissions, make an income. You participate on team calls and trainings. You treat it like a business. You are showing up and, plugging yourself into actual trainings and trying to build something with it while you still have your other job. This does not by any means need to replace, if you like your job, there's never any requirement to pick one of these things. So like I loved doing hair at the time. So for me, I like doing both. But after 3 years, it became clear that I was making enough income where I could, make a choice. So a lot of people just stay in the part-time coach, and that's totally fine. The all-in career coach, let me move this, window's in the way. So it's everything from, you still get the discounts, you're still tuning into all the team calls, but you're in it. Like this is your full-time deal. You're usually like a team leader at that point. You have a team that you are mentoring. You go on more trips, you get recognition, you get bigger bonuses. So yeah, we're going to explain a little bit more of people on our team that fit in these. Rose with us.
Do you want
me to do it?
Yeah, since she's your girl.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Let me move this thing. Okay. I'm having issues with the images on top. Okay. So this is Lindsay. She is my coach that signed up. We were both pregnant at the same time. And she's still a coach, and she is literally just enjoying the discount. She's one of, she can see she's got amazing results. She shows up to our live workouts. She plugs in her accountability. She enjoys Shakeology. She enjoys Beachbody, but she has a job. She's a mom. She's happy with this at this moment. She might change her mind, but this is just an example of somebody. And she has this thing, I'll just read it really quick. She started BOD in December of 2018, 6 months pregnant. So she saw me posting about my pregnancy and working out and all that stuff. And she wanted to finish her pregnancy off strong, and she became a coach the following August to gain a discount because, basically if I have a customer that's just ordering full price after a month or so, I'm like, you might want to consider coaching. And so she is obsessed with Beachbody's pre-workout and the chocolate recover. She gets an amazing deal with her discount, and normal week is working 4 days a week and staying at home with my 1-year-old. So one of my favorite things about BOD is the Beachbody On Demand is the flexibility, and that she gets to soak in all the baby times while getting her workout done from home. So she's just a Beachbody lover and happy with her discount.
I love that. And I have a lot of girls who I work with who are loyalty coaches as well. Okay, so this is me part-time coach Katie Rose, and she has been with me for 3 years now as a coach on our team. So she is a part-time coach. She started in 2017. But what's really funny about this is Katie stalked me on Instagram. I Instagram stalked my coach for about a year before I reached out. I think it was a year or two. And we actually talked at one point, and then she ghosted me for an entire year before she finally decided to join. So a lot of the time when you do invite people and you talk to people, if they're not ready, if you stay consistent and you keep showing up for them and you keep telling them about this opportunity, you may not hear back from them right away, but you will change your life eventually. A lot of them come back around. So part-time coach, they focus on their fitness journey or position themselves as a health influencer, take an hour a day to be focused on business building activities, what we call power hour, participate in our team trainings and calls, earn a part-time rate based on how many people they help get started in their wellness studio, and are eligible to qualify for both commissions and leadership bonuses and travel rewards. So Katie's little blurb, I need to move picture too, or the little group of us. Okay, before Beachbody, I was looking for any quick fix to get skinny while working as a full-time school-based counselor. I would eat high-processed, low-calorie snacks, use quick fixes, and spend hours at the gym, and I wasn't pouring into work. I craved to be a part of something more and have a job where my needs were put first. After watching my coach talk about this team of uplifting people that she was a part of for almost 9 months, I decided this is what I needed to do. I needed tools to teach me how to live a healthy lifestyle while managing big emotions of elementary school students. I knew the accountability of being a coach and building a team would be ultimately what I needed to keep going. Plus, earning an income for getting amazing results, helping others to do the same has been even more motivation, especially since my other job is unpaid during the summer and often other vacation and raises are small and uncommon. Since becoming a coach, I've learned not only skills to help me overall live healthier, but also become more confident in myself and what I have to offer, helping somebody create healthy habits in their lives. I've also gained an amazing support system of ladies that believe in me, and more people believe in me more than people have known me my whole life, and have been able to use my income to buy groceries, get my hair and nails done, and save for a future home. And I know they're also, her and her significant other, also using it to help pay off debt. And it's like really cool to see Katie's journey, especially recently. I want to put another transformation photo up there. Like, she just started our newest boxing program and she is getting shredded. So it's really fun to watch her journey and be a part of it. Okay, let's see. Oh, hey, Amy, do you want to do it or do you want me?
I think you should, because she's your coach.
Okay, so Amy is my coach. She is who I found on Instagram like 7, 8. It's probably like 8 years ago because I stalked her, like I said, for a year. I literally remember she lived in the same town as me, and I was like, maybe I could just like show up and like meet her one day. I was totally intimidated by her, and I nerded out the first time I ever got to meet her. But she is a career all-in coach as well. She started coaching January 2011. So these career coaches like Amy and really Amber and myself, we start just like everyone else by working on ourselves, our fitness, and our mindset. We get immediately into the action with our coach, training and hit benchmarks recommended for business growth. We work with our sponsor coach, are teachable and follow directions. We take guidance and take action immediately and set the bar high. We treat our biz like $1 million business and put the necessary work any CEO for any enterprise. We're goal-oriented, driven, natural entrepreneurs. We love to have fun with our work, but also have an incredibly strong why, power, and worth ethic. We see ourselves and are committed to positioning ourselves as leaders in health. So Amy, again, she started with just a program because she wanted to get healthy and fit, and then her coach said she should be a coach, and she wanted to get on Shakeology, so that's why she signed up as a coach for the discount. And she is a 7-time top 10 coach. When you join our team, you get direct training from her as well. You get up to be a part of this 7-time top 10 team. You guys literally get the best of the best training. And she is currently pregnant with her second baby, and it's fun because when I met her, she like didn't even want to have kids. And coaching has changed her life so drastically, and it's so fun to watch and know that like our babies will all get to grow up together and travel together and do all the things. Like, it's a very cool thing. So that is Amy.
Okay, so we talked a little bit before about like raises and stuff. And so I want to address the elephant in the room. If you don't know that much about multi-level marketing, there is a misconception that it is a pyramid scheme. And I want to say, first of all, that that's illegal. Pyramid schemes are not legit. They're illegal. And Beachbody has been doing multi-level marketing with this coach, Beachbody compensation plan for 11 years. I'm not sure. They haven't changed it. It's legit. And we have a A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So I just want to say that. And if you look at traditional corporate structure, this is the funny thing. You just look at it and everyone's like, pyramid schemes. Well, like the typical way and the way that like things are set up with corporate culture is it is like a pyramid. There's like a few people on the top making a ton of money, and there's a lot of people below putting in a lot of hours for not a lot of growth. And if you love your job, that's fine, but sometimes it can feel very limiting if you know there's not much growth for you long term. I came from retail before I did hair, and it became very clear. I used to work my ass off for my bosses, and then it became very clear that even if they gave me a little bit of a raise, like all of the hard stuff, all the work I was putting in was for someone else's dream. It was for their business to grow, like not mine. And so when I went into hair, it felt very much like, hey, this is more like my thing. I can grow it. But the cool thing about Beachbody, and I wasn't looking for a business, we all have potential to grow. So there's like the commission, which I understood right off the bat, 25% commission. It's very straightforward. You sell something, you make commission. But as you build a team and everyone is successful, you have an opportunity to make more income from bonuses. And it doesn't mean that, the nice thing is we all, like a pyramid scheme, it means that you are required to put in usually a large amount. You're investing in the hope of a return. You might have to buy a bunch of product in hopes that it will sell. And with Beachbody, you're literally just the middleman. So you're not required to have any overhead. You're not required to buy in a large amount. Your Beachbody, your investment is literally what you paid for your own workout. So what you would buy anyways, which most of you I think on here have already paid for. So that is just like a little thing to show that why I love this. And a lot of, I think where a lot of people working from home nowadays, like even after this pandemic is over, I think that the world is changing as far as these at-home businesses. A lot more women are making a lot more money through these companies. And I feel really good about the services that we're literally selling a lifestyle, which is hard to sometimes explain. But I feel really good about the fact that the more money I make just means the more people we've helped. And it doesn't mean that anybody had to pay more or, nobody got taken advantage of. So I feel really good about that.
I'm sorry, guys. Rowan is literally like eating my hair right now. Okay, so how do we earn? It is broken down into, hi, please don't take off my glasses and stab me in the eye. This happened on our team call last week when I was leading our call. Like Rowan took off my blue light glasses and stabbed me in the eye. Accidentally. I'm like, okay. Anyways, commission. So like we have talked about, you earn 25 to 40% commissions, sales only, no team building, no leadership bonuses. And that is generally how you get started really in the first month or two, and how your income is built is through commissions. And a lot of the time people are afraid of sales, but sales is not a bad word here. It doesn't feel like sales because you're just sharing what you are doing already. I like to think and use the example of like iPhone users or Samsung users. Like people are very passionate about their phones. If you talk to somebody about whether they are iPhone or like Android user, they will sell you on one or the other. However, when it was so funny because the day that I got my phone, I was so excited because I got the new iPhone 11 Pro Max or whatever, and I was talking about it on my stories, and one of my friends was like, okay, you convinced me. I'm like going and getting mine. I've been wanting to get one, but you like convinced me. And I was like, dude, how cool would it be? Like, too bad Apple doesn't give kickbacks. And I had a couple people being like, oh, wait, why you sold me on this phone? And it's like the cool thing about this, just like anything, is you actually get a kickback for helping people get started on their health and fitness journey. And you can feel really good about that. Okay, so leadership team bonuses from $14 up to an additional $12,000 weekly in bonuses, not included other commissions and bonuses, and then bonuses based on matching leadership. So as you start to grow your team and help other women see the opportunity in growing a business here, you'll start earning what we call team cycle bonuses, and that is up to $14 a cycle bonus, and then it grows from there. But this becomes your residual income, and it's a really cool thing to see grow. And it also means, again, you're helping other people be successful, and they're just duplicating what you're already doing. Okay. And the next thing is leadership quarterly bonuses, and they range from $900 to roughly $40,000, which is really crazy. But I hope that you can like really see the opportunity financially. Like that's 40,000 is really like what a lot of people make in a year, or less, more than a lot of people make in a year, honestly. So what you can do with this, if you're willing to put in the work, is really incredible. Again, Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success income. It is all up to your diligence and skill and what you are willing to do. Most people won't do this, honestly. Most people won't, but the opportunity, if you're willing to work with it and show up, like that is what you can be working towards. And then elite monthly bonuses of $500 as well. So again, it's based on sales, team, and rank, and basically duplicating what you are doing with other people, showing them how to get started, and then also helping people get started on their journeys as well. Okay.
Okay, so I think everyone on here has already bought a challenge pack, but for the recording purposes, so how your fitness, you basically are investing in your own health and fitness. So we have these different starting packages, which are the best deal because you get access to, you get the full package, which is what I needed to really see change. I think that if I'd only focused on workouts and didn't do exercise or have the accountability group, or the nutrition, and only did the workouts, I don't think that I would have made the changes that I needed to personally make. So I'm a big firm believer of starting my customers off with these challenge packs. They're the best price. They're already discounted. So as a coach, you don't save any more because they're already packaged so great together. And when you buy one of these, you get your coaching fee waived. So if you've already purchased one of these, we can, and you want to do the coaching, we can send you a link, which basically, because normally it's $39.95 to sign up as a coach, but they waive it when you get it with a challenge pack. So what they end up doing, it's a little backwards, but you basically pay that sign up fee and then they reimburse you, which is what I did too, because I didn't know I wanted to be a coach when I bought my challenge pack. But a few weeks later, I just paid the $39.95, filled out the little form when I got my coach ID, and then they reimbursed me. So you guys know what comes with it. I mean, you get access to all the workouts for a year. Just for some perspective, I paid $160 and I got one program. I got a bag of Shakeology and 21 Day Fix. I still have the DVDs and it was worth every penny. But now we have like the streamable, like every workout. So that also takes some pressure off. If you sign someone up, we have 10 rounds featured because that's our newest program. But if you sign someone up with 10 rounds, you don't have to feel bad if they're like, oh, well, I liked it okay. Like you have so many more options, you know, to like, and they'll have it for a whole year. And then Shakeology comes with it. And I always tell people that you don't have to continue to buy Shakeology after that first month. It's not like I'm going to kick them out of our challenge, but I do recommend it for, you know, their nutrition. And a lot of times I just let them decide that they love it, and they 9 times out of 10 do. And then that's also how I end up upgrading people to coaches a lot, because I will be like, if you want to keep getting your Shakeology, you should do the discount. So yeah, you guys know we've got like on BOD, there's the nutrition plans for all types, vegan, paleo, it's clean eating. So it just teaches you how to do portions. There's also To Be Mindset, which is another way of eating that I don't know if you guys know about, but that is more like it's a little bit lower carb, and it's a little bit more about plating your food and emotional eating. So we offer nutrition courses that you have to pay extra for, but there's so much stuff that we have access to. So yeah, your business fee is waived, or we can get it reimbursed. And there is a $15.95 monthly coach fee. So that is basically your overhead. That's going to pay for customer service, you know, them shipping and receiving, handling any customer complaints. Like you never have to do anything. Of course you're going to be there for your customers, but it's not like you have to go return something or deal with it. Like we have an amazing customer service team that's going to do that for you. It's going to cover the payroll. I mean, it's $15.95 is a small fee to cover all that stuff. So every month we get charged $15.95, and then I just have my Shakeology coming every single month, and it's discounted to $99. And those are like, that's basically, I mean, it's not required that you have to buy something, but if you know that you want to make a commission, then we do require, Beachbody requires that you place a certain amount of order every single month to remain active. So I just want to be like transparent about that. But if you're helping people, you're never, I mean, I feel like I don't have to pay for my supplements because I'm helping people consistently every single month.
Okay. So, first timer, no coach sign. Sorry, distracted. Coach sign up options, no, no contracts, free and easy cancellation. I'm pretty sure you just covered all of this actually. So again, but I do want to add, you can quit at any time. You can cancel at any time. There's no weird contracts or anything like that. I always like to tell people, give it at least a year and do something with that year. Like actually show up, actually dive into the training, actually do what we call the vital behaviors, which is be a product of the product, personal development, share what you're doing, and then recognize other people. Like show up and do those things for a year. And if anything else, you will get in great shape for the rest of the year. But you have the opportunity to build friendships, build a business, earn an income, like so many other amazing benefits that we talked about. But give it a year and like show up for a year. And then, oh yeah, so we've already covered the overhead cost, but also if you are a military, if you are part of the military or have been part of the military, active duty or veterans, you don't have to pay the monthly $15.95 coach fee. That also counts if you are married to somebody who is a active duty person or veteran. That also applies. And then savings and reward, you'll save 25% on all your supplements. And again, opportunity to earn income and leadership bonuses, rewards through our Success Club program and leadership, including prizes and what am I trying to say? Incentives. I'm sorry, you guys. And now it's time to write your success story, and we are excited to welcome you to the team. So do you guys have any questions? I think we're a little bit over right now, an hour, but do you guys have any questions we can answer for you?
Hi, I had a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I was wondering, does Beachbody ship international, or do you have clients that live anywhere except for Canada or the US?
So no, like I have had some customers that live abroad that have a US or Canada or UK address that can access the workouts, but technically like a challenge pack, no, because they want to be fully international, but there's so many laws and regulations around supplements in other countries. So they just announced France and they're making that happen. So I feel like it's a matter of time. Because it sucks because I get reached out to a lot of people from Australia and Germany, and I have to just say, I'm sorry, someday. So yeah, it's not that Beachbody doesn't want to, it's the, there's just a lot of stuff with the supplements.
And yeah, right now we're in the United States, Canada, UK, and this week literally we're launching in France. So they're going to continue to grow every year. That's a great question. Anybody else have any other questions?
I want to call out Loea really quick because Loea's been my friend for like 20 years, and she was just my customer, just behind the scenes, just like losing 50 pounds, no big deal, 60 pounds. And she told me no to coaching so many times. And now she decided to do this, and it's been so amazing because I know that this is going to really help her when her baby comes. It's just not only like support and virtual community, but like a motivation to be postpartum and be fit and all those hormonal things that are going to happen, but also just some income for her to just have her own some extra money coming in. So I just want to say that it really does support you in all seasons of your life. And whether you're pregnant or injured, I mean, there's people that have built a business literally laying in a hospital bed because there's so many things we can focus on, not just fitness, like nutrition and mindset and all that. So yeah, thanks to you guys for listening to us talk for over an hour. Thanks for showing up. If any more questions pop up, feel free to just message us. We're an open book, and we do these opportunity calls because we want to share how cool this is, but I never want anyone to feel like pressured. I want people to be excited to do this, and like, I think you'll know when you're ready, just like Loea knew. It just took her some time.
I always like to say too, like, for me, what it took me to be ready was being asked to step down from the management position. I was at the bake shop, and I was basically blamed for all these really inaccurate things by the person who, like, the bossilla that I talked about. And I was so tired of being blamed for things and so tired of being unappreciated and like so tired of just feeling stuck and frustrated that I was like, okay. That was like that. I was like, okay, I'm done. And I texted my coach and I said, you know what? I don't know what this coaching thing is, because we didn't have these calls back then, really. We didn't have the groups where we share everything. So I was like, you know what? I don't know what this coaching thing is, but I want in. And so I really believe that you're never 100% ready, because financially I wasn't ready at that point. I had to borrow the money from my boyfriend at the time, and told him like I would pay him back when I earned it back, and I did. But like, you're never 100% ready. You just have to be willing to take the jump and like go for it, and then do the work and show up. Sorry.
That's okay. He's so cute.
I definitely think it's a learn as you go kind of business for sure, you know, and like you say, you never know until you try it. You dip your toes in and then you see if this is for you. And just like, I mean, all of the coaches that we work with, you know, we just fell in love with it because we enjoyed sharing our journey. We enjoyed helping people. We got excited about it, and hearing from our customers that were getting results. And so it just kept you going. So I've only been coaching since October 2018, but I've been a customer since January 2016. So yeah, you asked me for a long time. Then I was like, why am I not doing it? I'm like drinking the shake every month. Like, why am I spending all this damn money? Like, I could be saving 25%. So that's really why I changed. And then I worked full time at a winery, and then changed that to, part-time. And then now I just do this full time, and yeah, getting ready to have a baby. So, and I am super excited to get back into the workouts that I like, the normal workouts that I do. I've been enjoying bar, but I've done it 3 times now. So I'm ready to go back into something different and share the postpartum journey all over again. Cause I think it's really fun to share and get people excited to join you. So that's what drives me like every day. So anyway, just want to say that.
Thank you. Cool. All right. Well, thanks guys. And I hope you have a great rest of your Memorial Day.